to the first of a 5-part series on Is It Time for a Change? So many of my clients have come to me and are contemplating a move for 2019. They ask a variety of questions in regards to getting prepared for a move, but the crux of all of those questions ends up by being, Karen, what's going on with the real estate market and what do you predict is going to happen for 2019 when we come on the market? So today I thought I would bring with me Stephen Thomas. Stephen has a degree in quantitative economics, and he provides many of us insiders in the industry with every 2-week semi-monthly statistics on what's going on in housing in Orange County. He compiles a variety of statistics and helps us to be able to prepare our clients for the market conditions when we go on the market and the market conditions during the time that we're on the market. So I thought today I would bring Stephen here and we would ask him the 3 questions that you all are asking me. So let me ask you this. We had an upward trend in pricing from 2012 after the recession until spring of this 2018. What happened in April to make the change happen?
It's twofold. The first thing is we saw values rise for 6.5 years straight, where we surpassed the last peak prior to the Great Recession, and then we also had interest rates going up at the same exact time. So in the last year we had 5% appreciation, but we also had a change in interest rates which bumped the overall payment for buyers by 20% in 1 year. So that big shift, a 20% shift, was enough to pull a lot of buyers off of the playing field, and they're now on the sidelines. So demand dropped quite a bit. And because of demand dropping, we had about the same number of homes coming on the market as prior years. It's just we didn't have as many closed sales. So with fewer closed sales and sellers that weren't able to find success, the inventory rose. So we've had a rise in inventory and a drop in demand, and that's the shift that took place. And we felt it in the spring, and it only got it was like a snowball effect. It only continued throughout the whole entire year until where we are today at the end of 2018, and it's exactly what's going on. We're still seeing more demand falling and the inventory elevated.
Alrighty. Well, that's so interesting because we started to feel that in the industry in April, and then your statistics followed just right a couple of weeks behind what we were experiencing in the marketplace. So let me ask you this, because everyone else is asking me, what are your expectations for 2019? Best guess. Well, not best guess. I'm going to interrupt here for a moment because you take into account not just housing trends, but you take into account interest rates, the bond market, new construction, housing permits pulled. I mean, you look at the whole factor. So taking that into consideration, what do you expect for 2019?
Yeah, we're still going to be experiencing muted demand, and we're going to start off the year with extra inventory that we haven't seen since 2012. So we're going to have more inventory, muted demand, so it's not going to feel like a robust year. So that means that it all boils down to price. For the first half of the year, nothing's really going to happen much with price. We're not going to see prices going up. We're not going to see them going down. We'll have more of that balance. Okay. But by the time we get to the second half of 2019, that's where I think we're going to feel a further shift where we're going to be playing in buyer's market territory a little bit deeper than we're used to. And the people that have to sell will have to change their price to entice buyers to come through, and that's where we'll get a slight drop in values for the second half of 2019.
So for sellers, it would kind of make sense to be on the market more in the first half of 2019 if you're trying to absolutely maximize that nest egg in your equity. Am I hearing that right?
Oh, absolutely. And the earlier you get on, the better, so that you can make any kind of adjustments, because this is not an instantaneous market any longer. You don't place your home on the market and instantaneously get those offers. That's just not how the market works. Now you have to make sure that you have the right bait in price, and you have to throw it out there and then wait. And it's not instantaneous. The only time it's really instantaneous is if your home is all dialed in and looks like a model home, and it looks like it looks like those home improvement shows after it's all done, where it's all dolled up. I think Chip and Joe have done that best. And when it looks absolutely fantastic, yes, those are the homes that fly off the market, but they're pretty rare.
Interesting. All right. Well, very good. Well, and that really gives us an idea to be able to think along the lines of staging homes and making sure that it comes out on the market looking absolutely its absolute best. So, last question. What should buyers be expecting for this year?
Yes, buyers. Now, if I was a buyer, I'm going to take a look at payment because the interest rate looks like it's going to be rising as well. So with the interest rates rising, we've got a little bit of a reprieve. We're back down to about 4.75%, but looks like
that's
interest
still so low compared to many years ago.
In comparison to history, anything below 6% is absolutely fantastic. So we could see interest rates rise as high as 5.25%, and some are predicting 5.5%. So I would take a look to see what happens with interest rates and your payment as those interest rates go up. It might mean don't wait until the market falls, because now if the market falls and you're looking at a 5.5% interest rate, it's going to be a push, and you might as well go out there right now when there's the right property and pull the trigger on it.
And buy what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And then my thing for buyers is you got to marry that payment. Look at your family budget. Put together your budget. If you're fine with that dollar amount on a monthly basis, just lock and load and don't look back. Those people that look back, it's kind of like the Wall Street this year goes up and down and up and down. And I know some people that are freaking out and then they're happy, then they're freaking out. Don't do that. Just enjoy that payment, lock it in, and then in the long run, know that you're making a payment and it's yours.
So there's the advice of the day, lock and load. Thank you so much for being here today for my clients and answering the questions that they ask me all the time. I appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure.
Keep your eye open. I want everyone to mark their calendar, February 27th, 7 o'clock, my office. We are going to have a workshop, and we are going to be talking about all the things that are move related, including even a little bit closer update on the market. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.